Okay guys, so I managed to find a decent non-spoiler guide to help me on my quest to getting all the endings for show and the rest of the other guys in the future. So yeah, so looking at it, I don't know if it's like, if I can go in from my save and like go from there, or I think it might be easier if I just kind of like did select story and then did it chapter by chapter, and perhaps maybe I can get his bad endings that way and it'll register in the game. I don't know. I don't even know. But anyways, because the guide is showing me all the answers that I have to choose in order to get these endings. So there's two endings that I'm missing, and one is called Mystic End, which is I don't know what it's all about, and the Passionate End, which is like the one we got, and then the third one, which is called the Dark End, I think it was. Was it something like that? Yeah. So like, we got the one out of the three. So, yeah, I'm just gonna go chapter by chapter and do all the choices that the guide is showing me. And for the ones that I have already chosen, I'm not gonna include them in the I guess the process of it, just because again, we've already seen it, so what's the point? So I'll try to catch you guys up on the stuff that the questions, I'm sorry, on the questions that we didn't get to see the choice on. So yeah, I'll try to catch you guys up on that right when it happens. But other than that, like, yeah, this is gonna be a really, like, what's it called, a speed run of the entire story, but just me choosing the answers that the guide is telling me to. So yeah, chapter 1, let's go. Okay, so we are in chapter 2. Chapter 1 is surprisingly all the choices that I chose were what I had gone originally with. So yeah, for this one, I believed I chose I'm not really a damsel in distress type, but this time the guide is saying to choose thanks, but I'm totally fine. I'm totally fine, guys. This is the part where she freaks out after finding a text from her dad, I think, saying that Shizuka had Shizuka has contacted him, saying that No. It wasn't even that. No. It was her dad texting her when she was in the club room just chilling with Sho and Shinji and Tatsuya, and her dad texted her and was like, "Your mom's missing." And I think like he was really super worried because he was out of town when that happened, and so like she was like, "Oh no, I totally forgot about telling dad that mom's missing now," and the whole thing about the ritual, and like I don't even know if dad knows about that. So yeah, that's when she started freaked out. She lost control of her powers, and then she like was tranquilized by Takumi to like in order to kind of calm her down. So yeah. And we wake up here where Hikaru and Takumi are and Sho are. So you've been through a lot lately, so just let us know if you need anything. Okay. So don't be shy about asking for help if you need it, Yes. I push myself up and give everyone a little smile. Alright, I swing my legs over the side of the bed and try to recall what happened to put me in this position. I think this is where we stopped, I think. Yes. So if the skip button allows me to, then yeah, we're gonna skip through this. Okay, next choice that we have to choose in chapter 2, which is when Sho was kind of blaming himself, how he was like he didn't have control of the situation and he shouldn't it was his fault that we lost control and we freaked out, and he was so useless about it. So before we said it's not your fault, this time we're gonna say remain silent. Oh my god, I'm not even sure what to say to that. I immediately think back to the start of our partnership. It's true that I wanted to pick someone else at the beginning. Oh no, self-doubt. But I said I would give him a chance, and no one could have predicted that would happen. Yes. So don't think that. God. I'm snapped out of my thoughts when I realized that Sho is starting to look worried. Oh no, yeah, it's because we didn't let him in on what happened. So I got a text message that really upset me. No one would have predicted that. Okay, so yeah. So there we go, we filled him in on that. So we're gonna skip through it. I think it's gonna take us to chapter 3, and yeah. Okay, here's the part, chapter 3, where we were studying with Sho, and we were trying to practice on helping him and us conjure like a flame of some sort, and he manages to do it, albeit setting the textbooks on fire and causing a little bit of a scare. But then afterwards, when everything's calmed down, suddenly he hugs us. And so the last time we said to relax and let him hug you, we're gonna say to try to turn around. Turn around, bright eyes. Okay, I try to turn around to face Sho, but he's so close I end up brushing my nose against his face. Oh, hey. Accidental skin chip. I blush when Sho opens his eyes, but he just grins at the sensation. Aww. When Sho speaks, his voice is soft and full of emotion. Okay, thanks, Hannah. It feels like I got a little piece of myself back. Yes, so this is the part where we can skip on ahead and just, that's still cute. That was still cute. It wasn't too bad. Ah. So with the sudden need to demonstrate something, my mind seems to shut down all intelligent thoughts. So basically, what I unintentionally meant like skip the first like sentence, I think it was, and the choice was we skipped all the way to chapter 5 because all the other choices that I made up till then was the same. So this time when we were trying to make a flame, and the professor was like try to picture something of how a flame would feel like, and our choices were how would a flame feel like. Last time we chose a gentle, warm, and kind fire. We said this time a calm, flickering flame, small and controlled. So yeah. So what would a flame feel like? So I questioned myself, trying my best to ignore the seconds ticking away relentlessly and the countless eyes staring at me, waiting for me to show something. So it's okay if you can't do it, kiddo. No, I'm gonna do it. I can do this. The professor says kindly, but his words only make me want to try harder. Yes, I imagine a small flame like that of a candle gently flickering in a room. I'm only half sure of what I'm doing as I will the image forward. A tiny green flame suddenly sparks into life, earning me quite a few surprised gasps. Yay! The flame is small, reminds me of a candle that's about to go out, and despite its size, I can't help but feel accomplished. I think that's all we got, because yeah, we kind of did the same thing with the other flame. It flickers in a non-existent wind and gently fades away. There we go! Yay! Okay, there we go. Nice job! Don't be afraid to put a little bit more power if you need a bigger fire either. Yay! Alright, I did it! Yes, I did! Okay, so this is the part after we saw his play and he was walking us home, and I can't remember if I said keep holding his hand or don't do anything, but either way, regardless, the choice is to don't do anything. So yeah, so I can't help but smile looking at Sho. Who would have guessed that he's such a great actor, although with how much he seems to work on it, it's not that big of a surprise. Yes, he's Oscar nominated. Thinking back on how magnetic he was on stage feels so odd. Especially since he was so completely different from the Sho who was holding my hand now. Yes, I can't help but notice how warm his hand is. Indeed, his skin is so soft, like a baby's butt. I can feel my heart begin to race. I'm thankful for the relative darkness of the night, knowing that he can't see my cheeks turning red. Hey. Yeah, what? I look up at Sho, wondering if he could somehow sense what I was thinking. I think this is where we stop. I think so. If the skip button allows me to, then yeah, we're gonna skip. Okay, so this is the part where Sho and us, we come over to Shinji in his place, and we were gonna practice, and then Shinji warns us against it because he was like, oh, I'm gonna be out, you guys, I've been called to work and I'm not there to monitor if anything bad happens. So we were like, fine. We assured him that it's gonna be fine, we're not gonna do anything, nothing's gonna happen. And so afterwards, when we got into his room, he was like, I want to show you something, and he shows us this little fire trick. So yeah, and then he was just saying how, and I think we showed him his shield trick, and then our shield trick actually, and then he was like, oh, you're getting so good at this, in no time you're gonna be in control of your powers, and then by that time you don't even need me, kind of thing. So then last time we said I'll always need you, but this time we're gonna say I don't know what to say. I bite my lip. Sho seems sad for some reason, but I don't know what to say. How can you not know what to say at this moment, girl? I'm not sure how he understands my silence, but Sho briefly looks away. Oh no, he turns back to me almost instantly, wearing a happy smile on his face. Oh no. I don't think these endings really mean a bad ending, it's just a different alternative kind of ending, but either way, it's all these choices that I'm making right now to get it is just this is not what I would do. Alright, let's get to practicing then. Okay, the day isn't going anywhere, and I think we can get some progress in today. Alright, Sho is even more enthusiastic than usual as he practically throws himself into his chair. Okay, so this part we can skip on ahead. Okay, so chapter 7 now. We have finished chasing the girl that was stalking us, and we cornered her in the back alleyway, but then she started attacking us, and right when things are about to get ugly, Sho jumps in, saves us from a fireball, and then the girl gets away, and then it's just the aftermath of it. So last time I can yell at him after he's healed because, Hannah is just freaking out. So this time we're gonna yell at him, you reckless idiot! Sho, you reckless idiot. I cry out. Yes, I can feel the tears starting to spill from my eyes. I know this isn't the time, but I can't help it! What made you think jumping out in front of me like that was a good idea? My voice cracks under the pressure of held back tears. Not expecting a reply from Sho in his state, I focus on holding him up instead. Yeah, Tatsuya walks over and gently takes Sho's arms from me, putting it over his own shoulder. Hikaru motions for them to set Sho down in a corner he can lean into while he examines him. Alright, I stand there sobbing and feeling completely useless. Okay, I think that's it. So yeah, oh my god, Hannah, please control yourself. Okay, this is chapter 8, and I think this is where Sho is calling us at night after his whole parent drama thing, and how he let us walk away by the fact that that kind of implied that we ruined his, like, you know, his budding relationship, kind of like fixing the relationship with his parents back. So he calls us after not hearing from him for like a week, I think, or a couple days, and he's like, you know, I want to go take you out just to make up for it, kind of thing. And it wasn't a date, he made it specifically clear, and then so we were like either to go, hesitate, or turn him down. So last time we said go because, you know, like, he's trying, so yeah, this time we hesitate. I want to go, but there's so many reasons why we shouldn't. His parents, for one, the fact that he won't date even though I like him for one. Wait, the fact that he won't date even though I like him for another. Yeah. Hannah? But I want to go. There, okay, then go. I want to spend time with him so badly. I just, for once have to throw caution to the wind and do what I want to do. Yes. Yes, sorry, I'll go. Yeah, there we go. Just let me know the details of where to meet you. Yeah, oh, okay, thanks. There you go. So Sho sounds relieved and a smile unexpectedly plays upon my lips. Sorry for scaring you, Sho. Yeah, I'm just, you know, questioning myself. But there's a question I feel like I have to know the answer to. Sho, what about your parents? They didn't want you to. I don't know what I'm going to do about that right now. Okay, but in the meantime, I don't want to abandon you. Okay, there we go. So we go on a date regardless. Okay, this is chapter 9? Yes, chapter 9. This is the part where after the whole dance incident with Iluis and we first met him and stuff and shit at the ball. So this is when Hannah calls a meeting to the guys, and she was just trying to like figure out how to start her story and how to explain that, you know, this psychopathic dude is after her. So I think last time we said, how do I even start? So this time the guide says to say, crap, maybe I should just back out and be a little bitch. I can't do this. Why did I think this is remotely a good idea? Because they're supposed to be your homeboys, okay? They're supposed to have your back. Got you, you know? Sho accepted it, but it's unlikely that the rest of them will. Are you sure? Don't be so judgmental. God. Especially Taku, we've known each other so long. How will he react? Well, like any other best childhood friend, okay? I'm sorry guys, I don't know if I can do this. I'm trying, but Hannah, I don't know what it is, but I do know you have nothing to be scared of, right? Take your time, okay? Yeah, why don't you trust them more? I glance at the others and they all seem to agree in their own way. I take another look at Sho, whose smile is encouraging. Okay, Hannah, you can do this. Exactly, so let's start again. Let me start again, okay? I sigh. So Sho gives me my hand another gentle squeeze. I think this is the part where Sho, yeah. I think it's the part where we can skip on ahead again, I think. I take a deep breath and start again. Yeah, because the first time when we said, how should I start this? And then she kind of like messed up with her events, and then eventually she gets right, she gets it right. So yeah, let's skip. Okay, so still in chapter 9, except this part was where we find Sho where he's been baited, and then, you know, we get attacked by Iluis, and he was like taunting us, saying how we don't even know how to fight. Last time we were like, don't respond because, you know, fuck you, like hell I'm gonna admit it, anything like that. So this time we're just gonna straight up lie to him. Titch, the asshole, I'm gonna show you. In the hope that I might throw him off, even for a second I decide to lie. Yeah, I have. So what, bitch? It may come as a surprise to you, but I do know what I'm doing. I try to keep both my glare and my voice steady. Please don't see through it. Nah, he's gonna see through it. That's why I didn't even choose to bother in the first place. Iluis frowns, and however briefly, I'm sure I see him hesitate. He begins to speak, but it sounds like he's saying it more to himself rather than me. Could it be possible? Oh my God! Could Shizuka truly have taught her little doll something? Shizuka. Oh. Her name is the last thing I expect to come out of his lips. Oh, surprised I know that name. Okay, so we managed to... He chuckles. Did we manage to actually, like, trick him in that sense? No, I don't think so, because, like, afterwards when we actually get to fight, he's like, see, I told you, you don't know what you're doing. So yeah, there we go. So let's skip on ahead. Okay, chapter 10, where is that things get a little nitty gritty, and this is the part where Sho takes the hit for us, and this is before he ends up dying. So I think he kind of resurrect him a bit, like briefly, and this is where we are like, we get a few words to him. Last time we said, "I'm here, Sho." This time the guide says to say, "I would have been fine." I probably would have been fine, probably. After all, I'm supposed to be unable to die, and aka immortal. Your life is so precious, Sho. Don't risk it for me. My imitation of a life is nothing compared to your real one, Sho. Oh, I think I know what it is. Sho's voice is cracked and dry as he tries to respond to me. Yeah, don't ever say that. Your life, it means more to me than mine. Okay, there we go. So we're gonna skip on ahead. And still in chapter 10, except for the aftermath, where we decide to become a hostage to Ilois, and we were just out and about, kind of just wandering and, lost in our own thoughts. We come across Ilois in the forest, and last time he was like, when he came across from us, he was like, "Yeah, what are you doing here?" And we said last time, taking a walk as a proper response, but this time we're gonna sass him. We're gonna say, "Why do you care?" The words spill out of my mouth before I can truly think about it. Why do you care? Yeah. Ilois stares down at me, his red eyes carry a dangerous glint. I do not. Okay then. However, it would do you well to remember, if you run, I will not hesitate to go after your precious friends and family instead. Yes, I get it. God. How can he say such things with a smile like that is something entirely beyond me. Because he's supposed to be the supervillain in this entire story. I barely managed to hide the shiver that runs down my spine. I shudder. It's hard to believe that the gorgeous man standing in front of me is Sho's murderer, but I won't let myself forget that fact. Okay, there we go. So let's, I think, skip on ahead to chapter 11, I think, because, yeah, this is the last of the two choices in the chapters, because so far, I'll link the guide to you guys in case any of you want to kind of see what I'm going off of. But so far each of the chapter has two choices per chapter. So this is chapter 10 is the last of them. We're gonna skip to chapter 11. Yeah, so here we are at chapter 11, and this is the part where he has us tied to a chair and he's about to stick that birch on us, and instead he's just kind of before that he's staring at us and we're just like, what? Well, before we were like, what? So this time we're gonna just stare right back at him. We're gonna have a staring contest. Time seems to almost slow down under his gaze, but I refuse to let him see me snap. There are a million questions I could ask him, a million things I could yell and scream, and I could cry and beg, but none of it seems like the appropriate answer. So I'm gonna just stare. In the end, I know it's just going to be a waste. I stare back at Ilois quietly instead. A number of emotions run through me: fear, frustration, helplessness, and despair most of all. Yes, I'm a mess, I know, but he may have won. He got me like he wanted, but that doesn't mean I'll let this asshole see me cry. There we go. And then finally, I think it was chapter 12. Yeah, chapter 12. We're gonna skip on ahead. There we go. Chapter 12 is when Sho comes back, and we're just kind of in disbelief and shock. Except this time, last time I said hug Sho because, oh my god, first thing I would want to do, and then instead, because Hannah's just like, I don't trust this kind of shit. She's gonna say, "Is this the afterlife? Is this the afterlife? Or is this fantasy? Maybe I'm hallucinating from the head to my head." Suddenly a musical. But he looks so divine. Maybe I'm already dead. Maybe. But I don't care if it means I can see Sho again. Yes, I smile at Sho gently, accepting whatever brought him back to me. Sorry for taking so long. There we go. Okay, so this is the point where it stops showing me the choices. So I don't know if I can. I guess the skip button will just stop at the point where the old text would kind of be played over already, or it'll stop when old texts are over and then the new text will begin. So I'm just gonna do that, and then we're gonna see how the paths diverge. Okay, so we stopped right at the final chapter. It just stopped right there. So I'm guessing this entire final chapter was gonna be completely different. So I absently stare out the window, watching the puffy white clouds gently float by in the crisp blue sky. Oh yeah, right, because in the final chapter, when we get into the scene, it was Hannah, and she was at home in her bedroom, and she was just saying how it's been 2 weeks since the whole incident happened, kind of thing, where Sho came back to life. So now instead she's in Veredis. It's been a little over 3 weeks since the events at Caro Mansion, and life is mostly back to normal. Mostly. However normal it might be to live surrounded by magic. However normal it might be to be... Wait, why is this so difficult? Okay. However normal it might be to live surrounded by magic. There we go. I sigh and glance around. The place is completely devoid of any customers. Maybe it's a slow day, you know. Seems like today's shift is going to be pretty uneventful then. Okay. Without anything else to do, my thoughts drift to Sho. Oh, Sho. Sho who's come back to life. Sho who everybody thought was dead. Over the past weeks, we've been seeing each other every day. Oh, really? And it wasn't that I was unhappy, it's just that there was something that has been bothering me. Why? What? Why? Sho has been hiding something from me. Why? What? How can you tell? No matter how many times I continue to ask, he refuses to tell me anything, simply stating that it's meant to be a surprise. Really? Okay. I sigh again. Maybe he's organizing an event for us. I don't even know. Only Shinji and I are working today, okay? Although calling it work might be a little generous, as we're just sitting behind the counter together waiting for anyone to come in. Right, like, slow days are great because that means you get to chill, but then slow days are like the suckiest because it's like time passes by so slowly. He hums a gentle melody of some sort, and I could swear it sounds vaguely familiar. Really. Hey, Shinji? He glances at me with a smile playing on his lips and turns in his chair to face me. Shinji turns in his chair to face me. What was Sho like in high school? Sho's most embarrassing moments. What was Sho's last girlfriend like? Oh, wow, we get to actually ask more about Sho. Whoa, okay. This is unexpected. Okay, so what was Sho like in high school? I feel like he'd be really cheerful. I can picture him to be like the cheerful type, you know? Like how he is right now. So Sho's most embarrassing moment. I mean, it'd be really fun to hear about that. But I'm also really curious about this too. Like, I don't know. Should I ask? Should I pry? Nah, let's just ask his embarrassing moments. Curiosity gets the better of me. A best friend knows all of your secrets, right? I guess. What's the most embarrassing thing that ever happened to Sho? Sho would get so embarrassed if he knew I told you this, but just tell me. Just spill the tea. Come on, spill the tea. I noticed Shinji's lips twitch with a held-back smirk. This happened during last year in high school. Oh yeah? It's actually about his first girlfriend. Oh wow, 2 in 1! Killing two birds with one stone kind of thing. She tried to ask him out, but Sho had no idea, and oh my god, he was the oblivious type. Wait, what? Shinji suddenly stops mid-sentence. Oh, is it Sho? I'm about to ask him what's wrong when he pulls his phone out of his pocket. Oh. Sorry, one sec. Oh. Alright. I thought Sho walked in at that moment. Okay. He mumbles as he unlocks his phone. Oh, just a text. Oh, okay. Shinji quietly reads it and starts laughing. Whatever it is, it must be quite amusing. Yeah. He looks up at me with a grin. Why? Go get changed out of your uniform. Why? Why? Is it Sho? Is it Sho? Just do it. You'll soon see it. You'll see soon enough. Okay. Okay then. Alright. I decide to just go with it and quickly get changed into my normal outfit. So when I come out of the break room, Shinji only gives me a quick glance. Perfect. Now you can go wait outside. Why? Why are you kicking me out of my own workplace? Okay? What? Utterly confused, I comply nonetheless and make my way outside. Okay. What's going on? I barely make it out the door when I hear it. Hannah! Oh, it's a Sho. Automatically, I turn around only to see Sho sprinting towards me with a big smile on his face. Like, somehow, just barely, he manages to stop right in front of me without knocking me over. Nice. He manages to talk through his ragged breathing. Still sorry. Sorry if I'm late. No, you just on time. Jesus. Oh no, I literally just got out of the door, so you're good. Yeah. Although I didn't even know I was going to be waiting for you. Yeah. Well, we figured because, you know, it's the most cliche thing to happen. Then again, perhaps I should have suspected it, right? You should have. I briefly glance inside through the glass door and see Shinji give me a happy little wave. Aw. What a wingman. I look back to Sho, no longer able to keep my curiosity to myself. So, what's going on? Yeah, what's up? For a moment, I'm nearly blinded by his smile. It's time for the surprise. Okay, I didn't even know. Wait, really? So you'll finally tell me what it is? My excitement suddenly skyrockets. Okay. Finally, not knowing has been killing me. Sorry, but nope. What? What? I still can't tell you. I don't want to ruin it. Oh. Okay, so you're gonna show me, I guess. I pout internally. He takes my hand and starts leading me somewhere. Okay. Oh, rooftop! Okay. Sho ended up leading me to Hagiwara's campus and taking me to the roof of one of the buildings there. Okay. The autumn sun shines gently down on us. Why here? Yeah, why here? Sho lets go of my hand and turns to face me. Okay. What you got planned? Are you ready? Are we ready for? Okay, ready for what? What are we even doing here? Instead of a response, Sho laughs and points towards one of the signs. What? Landing area. Please watch out for landing individuals / objects. Oh. In a brilliant flash of light, Sho suddenly transforms right in front of me. Oh! I figured. I was like, are you gonna sprout your wings? Is that it? Did you learn how to control your transformation? Oh my god! I love how this default toga uniform you got going on here when you transform to your full, your true form. I blink to chase away the momentary blindness. When I finally get a good look at Sho, I can't help but gasp. His wings, I never noticed how big they are. And so fluffy! During the battle, I was far more interested in the mere fact that he was alive, so I didn't quite focus on any of his extra appendages. Sho fidgets under my gaze. I could swear I could see a blush creeping onto his cheeks. I know. You're half exposed to me, but it's alright. I enjoy the sight. I've been practicing flight all this time. Oh, that's so cute. I didn't want to tell you until I could actually do it right. I wanted the first time you flew with me to be special. We're gonna fly! You're gonna take me flying! Oh my god! Romantic flight through the city! Oh, that was the surprise he's been practicing. For me, oh, what a sweetie. Oh, Sho! Oh, Sho! You're so sweet! That's so sweet! Yeah! That's so sweet! I feel a little scared at the thought of flying, but I know I can trust Sho. Right. I give him a little nod and he easily swoops me into his arms just the way he had at the end of the battle. Come to think of it, isn't this what they call bridal style? Yes, it is. I wrap my arms around his neck, his wings start flapping, creating a powerful gust of wind around us. I look down and see the dust swirl around us right before Sho suddenly takes off into the sky. Wow, didn't even give me a little pilot announcement where it's ladies and gentlemen, please fasten your seatbelt and hold on as we're gonna take flight now. With me securely in his arms, Sho flies up into the sky until we're high above the city. I look over Sho's shoulder and hold back a shudder. We're so high! We're so high! Don't drop me! Despite my own uneasiness, I can't help but be amazed at how small everything looks below us. Do you like it? Yes! Oh my god, can you imagine romantic sunset flying and watching the sun go down? Oh my god, the possibilities. Sho's breath tickles my ear. I hold back a giggle. Yes, it's absolutely amazing, Sho. Then I realize something. We're so high up and yet I don't feel cold in the slightest because he's a phoenix. Shouldn't it be colder up here? I glance at Sho's face. He looks so focused. And that's when it hits me, Sho's body is so warm that it keeps me warm too. Haha, well yeah, because he's a phoenix. We've been flying for a while before I noticed that Sho seems to be flying somewhere in particular, rather than just flying me around. Oh, okay, where are we going? Yeah, hey Sho, where are we going? The question slips out almost as soon as I realized it. He gives me a short glance and grins. Why, where are we going? That's actually the second part of the surprise. Second part. Oh my gosh. I'm taking you somewhere super special. You'll see soon enough. Okay. I know he won't tell me anything else, so I nod and turn my focus onto the brilliant sights around and under us. What happens if anyone actually sees us? I don't think they would actually care, because it's oh yeah, phoenix. Just a phoenix flying around. Won't you be in trouble? Don't worry, we're safe. Okay. Even if anyone does look up, we're way too high to actually see. Yeah, or at worst, we'll just look like a random bird. I was just gonna say, maybe they'll just mistaken us for a bird. So we lapse into comfortable silence as I marvel at how quiet it is up here. I'm starting to wonder if we'll reach our destination anytime soon when I see something. What? As we come closer, I gasp. Why? Right in front of us, floating in the clouds, is a garden. What? Floating in the cloud? Oh my god! How is that? What? Even in my mind, I find it hard to form words. Whoa! This is so cool! Whoa! It's like a garden in the sky! Oh my god! Sho lands on the edge of the garden and gently places me down on the grass. Momentarily, I stumble as if my feet weren't quite expecting to feel the solid ground. What is this place? Yeah, what? How can it just float in the sky? How did you know about it? Yeah. Is it safe? What? Okay, slow down. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I'm just really overwhelmed. Sho laughs as I stop my rapid-fire questions to breathe in. This place is called the Celestial Garden. Okay. It can only be reached by the winged ones, which is something that mostly meant phoenixes before everyone lost their wings. Okay. It makes sense. Alright. Once it was a place for meditation and self-reflection, it's a place of peace and safety. It's where the ancient phoenixes would meet during tumultuous times because violence of any kind was forbidden here. Okay. Taking my hand, he leads the way through the beautiful garden. I'm blown away by how elegant and majestic the place is. Yeah, it's so pretty! Aww! With fountains, numerous statues, and neatly kept greenery, it reminds me of some of the descriptions of Elysium that I've once read. What's that? As we walk through the gardens on one of the many stone paths, Sho continues his explanation. God damn it, can't read today. During the golden age of the phoenixes, the Celestial Garden was used as a place of worship. It looks like it could be. During the time where there was even a temple here where the celestial priests resided. Oh. Do you think the temple might still be around here somewhere? I mean, not in the best condition, but still here. I'm not sure, it's been so long that it might only be a ruin now. Yeah, well, whatever. I don't think I've ever asked this before, but what exactly did the phoenixes worship? Well, we still worship the same thing, the stars. Okay. Phoenixes were first created from the fire of the stars, and they're still considered to be the guardians of Phoenix kind. Okay. Actually, this is where ancient phoenixes would come to feel closer to our creators. Wow, this is also fascinating. I'm learning so much. The stars, huh? I glance up at the still starless sky in wonder. Does that mean they're conscious beings somehow? Maybe. The serene garden is filled with the sound of our footsteps. I glance at Sho walking beside me. How do you know so much about this place anyway? Every little phoenix gets the history lesson. I figured, I was like, don't you just read about it when you're younger or some shit like that? Or like, yeah, you get taught it. And once you have wings, it isn't hard to find. He pauses and looks around. This is actually my first time visiting the garden. Right. I knew of its existence and where it was probably located, but yeah, because, before that, I think, yeah, so, if facts are correct, then that phoenixes now if not don't have wings, like a lot of them don't have wings, and like Sho is just like, again, one of the anomaly because, the whole dark phoenix shit going on. Sho looks down at me, his golden eyes sparkle in the sunlight. I wanted my first time visiting to be with you. I wanted to share this experience with you. I'm glad you feel that way. I'm so touched. Oh, Sho, I'm so tall. Oh, Sho. Happiness swells inside me, threatening to spill over. My eyes start to fill with tears that he would bring me to some place so sacred. I'm so happy that you wanted to share something so special with me. My voice shakes as I hold back the tears. Then, let's not waste this opportunity. Why don't we explore the garden together? Yeah. Maybe we can even find those temple ruins. I mean, yeah, why not? Yeah, let's do it. Okay, who knows what else we might find. Alright, this time I grab his hand and pull him along with me. My heart hammers away in my chest and we set off to explore the Celestial Garden. We follow along the stone path deeper into the garden. As we start getting closer to the heart of it, we see the number of statues grow. While we walk, I admire the intricately carved statues of humans, phoenixes, and various other creatures and beasts. Some appear so lifelike I half expect them to suddenly jump out at us. Past the elegant fountains and the scattered gazebos, we find what looks to be an ancient Roman auditorium. Ooh, in some of the seats there are more statues of people, all too lifelike in their composition. Overall, the garden looks very neat and tidy, like someone's been taking care of it all this time. Maybe there is? Oh my gosh. I wonder. Sho, do you think there's actually someone still here? Do you think it's safe for us to continue? Sho stops in his tracks at my question and carefully looks around, right? I mean, getting hella sus. There might be some of the ancient priests remaining. Really? Or maybe some of the other dark phoenixes come to keep the gardens neat. Maybe. There could even be trouble ahead, but we can protect ourselves pretty easily. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's true. I bite my lip. But I'd rather not fight here. If you want to leave, though, we can. No, I don't want to. Should we? It could be dangerous, but I realize the potential risk of meeting something or someone dangerous, but my own curiosity wins out. I know, right? I think I'd kick myself forever for not going on. Yeah, let's continue, but keep an eye out for anything just in case, right? Let's just be a little bit more cautious. We nod at each other and move on, hand in hand. We move closer into the heart of the floating garden, and there we finally see the temple ruins. It's almost intact and clearly ancient. Wow! As we stand at the bottom of the stairs, I look up and feel an excited chill pass through me. For the most part, the place looks abandoned, although there's bronze braziers set ablaze in between the grandiose columns by the walls. So there's definitely somebody here. That could be another sign of life, right? I wonder out loud. Sho nods. It could also mean this whole place is under some sort of partial stasis. Or maybe everything is being kept neat by the magic left behind by the people who once lived here. I don't know, so many possibilities, but still. We stare silently at the grand temple before us. I squeeze Sho's hand and he gives me a reassuring smile. We make our way up the stairs. Okay, here we go. Ooh, hey, this looks really hella familiar. If any of you guys have watched my BTS visual novel Let's Play, you would know. Cautiously, we make our way inside the temple. Easter egg for you. I'm left in awe of the grandeur of the place. Although there are clear signs of aging even here, it looks stunningly beautiful nonetheless. Wow, this place is so... right? Dang. Sho's quietly uttered words carried through the empty space, bouncing off the walls. It's so dank. It's hella dank. Even from where we stand, we can see a large, intricately carved pool at the end of the room. Ooh. What's that? It's weird for water to be at the center of worship in a phoenix temple. Are you certain this was a phoenix temple then? Yeah. I mean, look at the carvings on the walls and the ceiling. Phoenixes and fire everywhere, right? Let's go check it out then. Yeah, let's go do it. We move closer only to find something entirely strange. Why? What? The pool isn't filled with water. In fact, it's difficult to find words to describe the unusual substance. Black like the night, it's filled with countless tiny star-like sparkles. Oh, like a lush, bath bomb? Shimmering, they swim and dance in the darkness as if in water. How pretty. Don't fall in. I reach out to touch the strange substance, curious as to what it might be. We would advise against touching that. Oh, see, so there is someone here. Hey. A strange voice stops me in my tracks, my fingers mere inches away from the surface of the pool. I slowly pull away from the star-filled water. Sho and I both turn to face the stranger. Are you friend? The person standing before us smiles serenely. Okay. Even though I realize it's impolite, I can't stop myself from staring wide-eyed at the beautiful person before us. Do we actually see them, though? I can't tell their gender, but they have very long, sleek silver hair with skin as dark as the night. Oh, okay. Silver freckles dot them, and their eyes are so dark it feels like looking into a vast emptiness of space. Kind of reminds me of Takumi's, Takumi's master or teacher. Yeah, that one time. We are sorry if we startled you. Their voice sounds so strange, almost like a chorus of people speaking all at once. We are the keeper. Okay. The keeper blinks, they briefly glance at the pool, then smile once again. You may call us Jinan. Jinan. Okay, hi Jinan! We are the eternal keeper and guardian of the garden. Ah, okay, so you're the one who's keeping this place nice. Alright, we are pleased to greet one of the star children. Ah, very few of your kind visit us anymore. Indeed. Jinan's eyes then settle on me. Well met, Child of the Green. Oh, I'm Child of the Green. We have not had the pleasure to greet one of your kind in millennia. Ooh. Child of what? What am I now? Oh, yes, well met. Keeper? I sound a little hesitant, unsure of the proper protocol of greeting someone in such a situation. Right. Beside me, Sho looks just as lost. He smiles nervously. Yes, nice to meet you, Jinan. Yeah. Jinan looks neither pleased nor displeased by our greetings. They slowly glide closer to the pool. Sho and I move to make way for them. The celestial pool is a reflection into the universe. Ooh, okay. Well then, I nearly just caused the end of the world there, huh? Once upon a time, this is where phoenixes would come to meditate to become closer to the stars that guide them. The pool also functions as a gateway into the stars for the phoenixes who have lived too long and wish to finally die. Ah. Sho and I share a look as Jinan continues to speak. They would go into the pool to join the creators and receive their true death. Ah, wow, so it's the only true way to die. Wow. They turn to look at me. Do you understand why we stopped you from touching it? Yeah, because that's like instant death? Yes. I nod almost frantically. Yes, if I had touched that, I would be dead. I don't even want to think about it. Yeah, from the particular horrified and pale-looking expression on Sho's face, neither does he. Jinan smiles at us and bows. Then we shall leave you now. If you need us, only call. Okay. Alright, Jinan. With that farewell, Jinan gracefully glides away, humming a melody I can't recognize. What a pleasant person. Left alone by the star pool, we stand in silence. Sho holds out his hand and I take it without hesitation. Without any words, he leads me to a bench just a little to the side of the pool. When we sit down, I realize that from where we are, the stars reflect from the pool, creating an ethereal atmosphere. Ah, this is so pretty, I know. I mumble quietly as I look around. Hannah, what? Yes? Sho's serious tone captures my attention immediately. I look at him sitting next to me. Surrounded by the gentle light of the glittering stars, we hold hands. And even in the dim light, I notice the blush that dusts his cheeks. Huh. There's something I wanted to ask you for a while now, and yes? He gulps, takes a deep breath, and looks into my eyes. He looks so serious. My heart starts to beat wildly in my chest. Sho gently squeezes my hand. I love you, Hannah. Ah, I love you too. I've loved you for a while now, maybe even longer than I've realized. Ah, when I think about my future, all the possible outcomes and routes it might take, not once can I imagine my life without you. Oh, rich or poor, famous or completely forgotten, in the end, I don't care. As long as I can have you in my life, I'm happy. Every time we hold hands, I feel so happy, my heart sings with joy. Each and every smile of yours means more to me than all the applause in the world. Oh my god, don't stop it! I can't see my future without you. I don't want to, so... Will you stay by my side? Yes! I know I took a while to officially ask, but... will you be my girlfriend? I thought I already am! God, I thought I already was! Tears stream down my face. I don't bother to hold anything back. It's hard to say anything. His words lift my heart and make my body tremble with joy. I finally managed to respond. Yes, of course, yes. It's like a proposal. Thanks, Hannah. Sho smiles gently down at me. His own eyes shine with tears as he wipes away mine. Ah, one warm hand cups my cheek while the other gently slides off my glasses. I whisper just one thing. I love you, Sho. I love you. Wordlessly, we inch closer as we close our eyes. Ah, so romantic. Our lips meet slowly, cautiously, as if terrified the other will fade away. The kiss is so gentle, so soft that I can barely be sure it's there. Gradually, it deepens as he pulls me closer, his lips pressing into mine. In his touch is a kind of desperation that feels as if he'll never let me go. Before it seems like an aeon, we remain this way, euphoric in each other's arms. Hey, serendipity of Aeon! Hey! Okay, sorry. Ruining the moment. And under the light of the billions of shining, shimmering stars, we affirm our love for each other over and over. Hey! There we go! Mystic End! I can see why it's called the Mystic End, because it's so mystical. Hey! Okay, I'm bad. Okay, I need to stop. Okay, so there we go. We got our Mystic End with Sho. I can see where we get one of our missing CGs from that, which is like that kiss in the end. So next up on the list is definitely our last ending that we need to get, which is the Dark End. Oh my god, I wonder how that's gonna end actually. Like, even though it's not implied to be a bad ending, I feel like it's just not something pleasant to go through, you know? Okay, so yeah, let's just go right back to the beginning again, and we're gonna do this all over. And again, I think This time it's gonna be significantly a little bit longer because the dark end is essentially so far like all the choices that I would never make kind of thing, where it's like, wow, why would I even say that, or why would I even do that? So yeah, we're gonna just do that, and then we're gonna see how this is all gonna end. Let's see. So yeah, so let's start once again back in the beginning. So chapter 1. Okay, first thing in the first chapter, so chapter 1 is this part where we receive a text from Shou. So this is where we can choose to be either or all of these, you know, these 5 options. But in terms of getting the dark end, we have to be serious. Be super serious. No laughing matter. I take a deep breath and try to push down all the negative feelings I was having. Okay. Then I reply, don't worry about me, I'll be fine. I'm pretty good at controlling my emotions. Smiley face. Shou quickly sends me back good night and sweet dreams. So boring. But I know I won't be having any sweet dreams tonight. Wow, you're such a pessimistic. Wow. We're gonna be total pessimistics in this route or this process. Still Shou did manage to make me feel a little better at least. Yes. Eventually I managed to fall asleep. Okay, there we go. I think we can... There's another choice in chapter 1, so I think we can skip to that one. Okay, so here's this one. It's really, it was really, what's it called? A short in terms of time skip. This is the next day, and then it was when Hana decides to go to the club room, and she sees, I think she sees Shinji and Shou in there, and Tatsuya or someone in there. Like the boys were in there, and then she got really nervous and she got scared, and she was like, maybe I should go in, or she was really hesitant on going in. So these are the choices that we get, so maybe I won't go in. They might be mad, or it'll be fine. And this time we're gonna say maybe not. We're gonna be a little bitch. We're gonna be like, nah. There's no way they won't ask a bunch of questions about my eyes or what happened last time. I start to turn to go, but then I think I hear my name. Curiosity gets the better of me, and I push the door open. See, we get called in. When I walk in, I'm immediately met with now familiar faces. God, can't read. Yeah, okay, so there we go. Then we can skip on ahead. I think we can skip on to chapter 2, I believe. There we go, chapter 2. So this is the part where after Hana freaks out and loses control of her powers, and she gets tranquilized by Takumi, and then we wake up here. So here's the part where we kind of get up and we say we said these 2 things last time, so let's go with the last option, which is let them help, because I need that help. Oh my god, I'm so weak. I give everyone a smile as they help me sit up. Thanks. Yeah, thanks. It's the least I can do to help. Alright, I'm glad to help you anytime, Hana. Yes, even if it means, like, surprise tranquilize me. I swing my legs over to the side of the bed and try to recall what happened to put me in this position. Okay, there we go. Now we can skip on to the next choice in chapter 2, which is, I think, the aftermath, when Shou is walking us home, and we have that conversation. So here we are. This is the conversation that Shou is, you know, talking to us about how, like, you know, he feels really bad about not having the control of the situation and stuff, and it's his fault. He thinks it's his fault that we freaked out on him like that. So yeah, so we said, of course, the last 2 what's it called? The last 2 options we already chose. So we're gonna do this one. Maybe it is your fault. Oh my god. Maybe it is your fault. Oh my god, Hana. Just add salt to the wound. God. Shou, you didn't tell me you could see the future. If you knew it was going to happen, you should have stopped it before it could. Okay. So she played it off like that way. Alright, okay. Yeah, alright, so maybe I should make light of the situation, but it's silly for him to blame himself for it. Yeah. No one could have foreseen what happened. Exactly. Okay, so she's not being a total complete bitch about it. Alright. Good. Shou looks at me completely confused. What? I can't see the future. Yeah. Oh, you're joking. Yeah, I'm joking. God. Oh, of course, when you put it that way. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Of course. See, okay, so Hana wasn't gonna go there. She wasn't gonna turn complete bitch mode on us, which is great. Okay, so here we are. We skipped right into chapter 3, right to the part where, Sho and Hannah were studying to, create fire and magic or whatever, and he sets the books on fire, and then, of course, that makes him super happy because, it's like he's got a piece of himself back. But in this little touching moment, we're gonna try to push him away because we already did the other two options. So yeah, push him away! I stiffen at the unexpected embrace and try to wiggle free to slip out of Sho's arms, but he's holding on too tight. There, yes, Sho. Don't let her do it. For Sho's part, he doesn't seem to notice the movement at all. Good. When Sho speaks, his voice is soft and full of emotion. There we go. Okay, so either way, but she doesn't look too happy about it. She's like, ugh. Look at her face. She's like, this bitch. There we go. Change of expression. Alright, let's skip on ahead. We got one more option to say in chapter 3. And it's this part right here, which is when he's walking us home and he's like, I'm glad that, I have a friend like you kind of thing. And these are the 3 options we get. So it's just friends. The first was the one that we did last time, I think. Yeah, we did that one. And I'm glad to hear that, which is like the normal, proper thing to say. So we're gonna say this one being a total sus as hell. Do you normally let girls in? Or do you normally let strange girls into your bedroom then? No, I don't even invite girls in. Yeah, of course not. I don't think he would be the type. Well, normally. Is that right? So the mood turns a little awkward after that, and I regret teasing him just a little. Okay. Is that it? Oh. Is that it? What's happening? Oh, there we go. Well, Sho's so sweet and innocent, I probably deserve it. Yes. So you shouldn't have done that, Hannah. God, why would you even ask that? Jesus. Okay, let's just skip on ahead then to chapter 4, I think. I think we're good for chapter 4, yes. Alright, so here we are. We're meeting up with Sho and Shinji to go to Chowa on the weekends. So this is the part where we meet up with him, and then he grabs our hand, of course, because that's Sho. And our option here is to choose. Why does he keep grabbing my hand? Why? The warm sensation of my hand in his isn't unwelcome at all, but I can't help but wonder. Why does he keep grabbing my hand? Why are you doing this to me, Sho? I stare up into his face, questioning. You've had to deal with all the studying and doom and gloom of the supernatural world for the past few weeks. Oh, there we go. She's just gonna be totally oblivious to it. Okay, let's skip on ahead then. Okay, still chapter 4, and this is the part where Hannah receives her, what's it called? Her gear crystal, and this is the part where they're like, yeah, try it out, try do something now that you have your gear crystal on. It's supposed to help you maintain control of your powers. So yeah, so last time we said calm yourself and focus. I don't think we've ever done will your power to rise up, but this option tells us to just throw out a hand. Immediately I think of the magic I've seen used on TV and what the people do to create shields. That might work, right? Of course, yes. No experience at all. Let's just throw a hand out and see what happens. I throw a hand out in front of me, imagining an energy shield of some sort popping out right in front of me. But nothing happens. Oh, okay, good. It could have gone worse, but it's alright. What were you trying to do exactly? I was trying to look cool, okay? Shut up, Tatsuya. I was trying to make a shield. I decided against mentioning that I was attempting to copy something off of a TV show. Yes, I should have realized that it's a dumb idea. Yes, should have. Try sensing out your power first. Try to feel how it flows naturally and will it to do what you want it to do. Yes, thanks, Shinji. Okay, I think I could do that, yeah. Alright, there you go. Shinji saves the day. Okay, so here we are. We are chapter 5, except we skipped all the way to near the end of it, in which we saw Sho's play, and then he's walking us home again. And I think he was the one who grabbed our hand, or we grabbed his hand, or I don't even know. Anyways, we're holding hands. So our option here, the guide tells us, is to let go of his hand. No! With a brief glance at him, I wonder if I should let go of his hand. No, you shouldn't, Hannah. It's a bad idea. Sho keeps grabbing my hand so often that I have to admit that I would miss the feeling. Yes, exactly, so don't do it. It's such a small thing, but it becomes a great comfort. Somehow having Sho around me makes me feel less anxious about the intensity of this world I've been thrown into. I can't help but notice how warm his hand is. Yes, his skin's so soft. Okay, there you go. Then we can skip on ahead. I think we can go right into chapter 6. Yes. Alright, here we go. So chapter 6 is when we're practicing with Sho at his and Shinji's dorm, and this is where Shinji is out at work and he's just a little worried that something bad might happen. So after showing our little neat tricks to each other, and he was saying how like, oh yeah, you know, you're gonna be alright on your own, and we're gonna agree with him because last time he said the other two options, so this time I'm gonna say yeah, you're right, don't worry, Sho. I know I've needed your help a lot over the past few weeks, but I'm a tough girl. I'll be alright on my own. I know that better than anyone. Yes. So why don't we get to practicing? We've got all day today, and we work so well together. I bet we can make a lot of progress. Okay, there we go. So let's see. We can skip ahead, and we have one more choice to do in chapter 6. There we go. Okay, so we're still in chapter 6. It's after the point where, you know, Sho has a little breakdown because he hurt us because, you know, we were egging him on to, like, you know, Falcon Phoenix punch us. The one of you mentioned Phoenix punch us in the freaking shield and break it and shatter us, and we got a little mild concussion going on. But anyways, whatever. We are on the cusp of having a moment where we stare into each other's eyes so deeply, and we don't know what to do. It's either to don't move away, or move closer. And the option here is to do move away. Get away. What if I just kiss? Of course, yes. I think you should. Personally, I think you should. No. What are you even thinking, Hannah? I know it may not be the greatest timing, but you know what? Like, I still gotta go for it. You know. I'm suddenly very happy that Sho can't, in fact, read minds. Sho's the last person who needs to hear what I'm thinking right now. Hey, it's all good. I pull away a little, ignoring my frantically beating heart and the magnetic pull of Sho's gold eyes. I desperately pretend like he isn't affecting me like this. Alright, Hannah, thanks. Alright, there we go. I think we can skip on ahead. We can skippity skip. Okay, there we go. So I accidentally overlooked it, and I thought we didn't do this. I thought I did this option, but we didn't. So we are currently in chapter 7. Yep. So we are currently meeting Sho's parents, and they were asking how we encountered the Dark Phoenix or managed to actually find one. So the option was to either what's it called? Think about how we noticed that they were saying corrupt about the dark when they were talking about the Dark Phoenixes. Say that it was actually be my fault, and then the third one was I can explain that, which was the one that we did last time. And I don't know. I don't remember us doing the corrupt option, but whatever. It's whatever. Anyways, this option is, or the guy tells us to choose the option of saying that would be my fault actually. So yeah, I straightened up and I looked squarely at Mr. and Mrs. Hattori. I mean, you know, it's not exactly unintentionally it's my fault. You know, I didn't want this to happen. That would be my fault actually. They looked momentarily shocked at my straightforward admission. Yes. I'm owning up to my shit. Because it's true, it is my fault. I was acting like an idiot. I take their silence as a sign to continue. This Dark Phoenix, was it? Yes. I've been seeing her around quite often. Oh, I think this is all the same, yeah. Well, at first it didn't quite click. I came to realize that there was something strange going on. So when I saw her, I called out. I honestly didn't think much of it until she bolted the other way. I should have thought things through. I'm sorry. Let's see. So, Mr. and Mrs. Hattori remain quiet. They look at me with what I think I can safely assume is a sign of judgment. Okay, here we go. We are currently in chapter 8. And this is the part where we haven't heard from Sho for about a week on now, and then it's because it was after, you know, he let us go on the note that we kind of ruined his little his patching relationship with his parents. So he's trying to make it up to us by, you know, asking us to take us out to Choa on like an undate kind of thing. So our option was to go, to hesitate, or to turn him down, and of course we already did the other two, so we're gonna turn him down this time. Oh no! I think we're still gonna go either way. I feel like we're gonna go. I'll be very surprised if we actually don't. There's 1,000,001 reasons why I shouldn't go. Yes, there is, but you should still. Well, what's the point? If his parents say anything bad about me, he'll probably just start avoiding me again. Not to mention that I really like him, and he'll never feel the same way about me. But you don't know till you try, girl. I sigh. Hannah, you don't have to force yourself, okay? We don't have to go anywhere. I'm sorry for asking. Oh no, his voice sounds like it's nearly in tears and panic grips me. No, I mean, yes, see, okay, so I knew it, because so far, all the choices, all the wrong, bad choices that we are making so far, we end up actually, you know, the events that we went through still ends up happening, regardless, so yeah, whatever, it's alright. I want to go, I'm sorry, I was just thinking. Oh, are you sure? Yes, absolutely sure. Not really, but low-key not really, but you gonna go anyway, girl. I don't want Sho to feel sad, and I do want to be with him, so the heart wants what the heart wants, I guess. Exactly. Listen to your heart! Alright, thanks. Sho sounds so obviously relieved, I'm glad I didn't turn him down. Just let me know when and where, okay? Yes. But there's a question I feel like I have to know the answer to. Okay, there we go. Sho, what about your parents? They didn't want you to... Okay, we're gonna skip on ahead. Okay, here we are. We are in chapter 8 still. And this is the part where, you know, after encountering Ilois and him making death threats to us, and we were overwhelmed and we ran outside and Sho finds us. And of course, he asks us what's wrong, and we get the option of either saying that, you know, Sho should know if I tell him he might hate me, which I don't think we did that option yet. But anyways, regardless, the guy said to tell him that it's unsafe, I can't tell him. I want to tell you, Sho, but I can't. Yes, why not? Whatever it is, I want to help. I can't just leave you alone, Hannah. Of course, he just wants to help. If there's a problem, I want to face it with you, my friend. What? I sigh. No matter what I do, Sho isn't going to just sit by and watch me struggle. Of course not. It's not like him to. And as much as I hate to admit it, I can't really handle this one by myself. Exactly. So you gonna tell him. Yes, that's right, girl. You gonna tell him. Alright, we can skip ahead on this one. Okay, here we are, chapter 9 still, and this is the point where we find Sho. He's been kidnapped, and we are facing off against Ilois for the first time after, you know, I think the whole debacle of, you know, revealing his what he did to us during the ball to the other guys. So yeah, so there we go. He's like, you know, mocking us and saying like, oh, I bet you don't even know how to fight. And of course, we already did the other two, so we're gonna actually admit it. We're gonna own up to our shit. Like, yeah. We don't know what the hell we doing. In a moment of pure frustration, I decide to just admit it. There's no point in lying. He'll see it all for himself anyways, yeah. So maybe I don't quite know what I'm doing. But that will not stop me from trying, exactly. So fuck off. At first, Ilois doesn't say anything, but his expression says it all, that he's right, that I know nothing. You know nothing, Hannah. Kim. I was correct after all, although I'm not surprised. Yeah, it does appear that Shizuka truly taught you nothing. Yes, Shizuka, there we go. She freaks out over it. Okay, we can skip on ahead. Okay, here we are, chapter 10. This is the point where Sho, before he dies, and we're just kind of, you know, freaking out over him, and we have a couple words with him before he disappears. Coco disappears. So yeah, so here's the point where we either choose I would have been fine, or I'm here, Sho. We're gonna say, I'm not worth it. I'm not worth it, Sho. Why did you? How could you? Oh, I'm just something someone created. I'm not worth protecting. My imitation of life is nothing compared to your real one, Sho. Okay, there we go. We're just degrading ourselves. We're just like, we're not worth it. Okay, let's just skip on ahead. Here we are, we skipped all the way to chapter 12, and this is the point where it's before the final chapter, and see if how the past diverge and how it differs from all the other endings that we got. So last thing that we needed to do to choose in order to get this dark end is the point where, you know, when Sho comes back and we're in such shock and disbelief and we don't even believe it, that, you know, we think this is another one of Ilois' tricks. This is the option that we gotta choose. I want so badly to touch him, to tell him how much I missed him, but I'm so tired and scared, I know, and tied to a chair still, I think. Scared that his existence is a lie and that I'll be giving into Ilois' mind games. I stare at Sho, helplessly unsure of what to do. hug him. Sorry for taking so long. Oh, there we go. We just kind of stare and be like, oh my god, don't know what to do. Anyways, we're gonna skip on ahead and we're gonna see the final chapter, you guys. This is it. This is it. Alright, final chapter, you guys. Here we are. We are in our bedroom this time. We are not in Vereda's or anywhere else, which is a little bit more similar to our first ending, which was our passionate ending. So yeah, let's see what happens. Did she like jerk awake and think it was all a dream? All some crazy nightmare? Let's see, I wake with a start, yes. I get the feeling I was having a nightmare, but whatever it was, I can only remember faint images of it. No, girl, it was all real. My heart beats wildly against my rib cage. I struggle to breathe. My hands shake like a leaf in the wind. But where am I? Well, you're in your room, girl. I rub my eyes and look around, still half dazed. Seeing the familiar surroundings of my bedroom, I breathe a sigh of relief. I'm home. That's good. Yeah, that's good. I'm home. Alright. I slowly pull myself out of bed, carefully stepping onto the floor. The floorboards softly creak under my footsteps as I move towards the living room. I stop in the doorway. When my toes touch the cold floor, I shiver. Alright. Okay. Typical morning. She's like really in denial about all this. Almost instantly, I see Sho sleeping on my couch. He looks like he always has, even before. Oh. I chew on my lip. Oh, okay, so she was just like, ugh. And then she comes back, and then she's like, oh my god. Now he's technically Sho is a Dark Phoenix now, but like, you know what? It doesn't matter. Anxiety gnaws at me like some vicious beast. Why? What are you so anxious about? I take a step closer to Sho, then freeze. Why? Images of Sho disintegrating right in my arms flash before my eyes. Oh right, that is a little traumatic, you know, having the one you love most before you can admit your feelings, you know, just kind of disintegrate in your arms like that, and not knowing if he's gonna come back. What? Are you gonna just jump him? I shake my head, take a deep breath, and step forward. Alright. You can poke him if you want, you know, just to make sure he's real. I reach out for Sho and gently, carefully touch his shoulder. Relief floods to me when I feel his solid form. A single thought comes to me. What? I was terrified that him coming back to life was all just a dream. Yes, indeed. Sho stirs at my touch. Are you... no, you're my star. No, you're my star, Sho. Oh my god. Right when you wake up, you're just saying sweet words to me already. You spoil me. Huh? I poke him in the chest and his eyes fly open. Sho gives me a confused look. Huh? What? What? Who? He cuts himself off wide-eyed as if he'd suddenly just realized who woke him. Oh, he thought I was Shizuka because of my long hair and shit. I get it. I get it. Oh, Hannah. Yes. It's you. Sorry, for a second there I forgot where I was. Yes. Me too. Sho. He reaches out to me and pulls me closer, wrapping me in his warm arms. I rest my head on his chest. His heart beats in a steady rhythm, further calming my worries that this might only be a dream. Alright, you're okay. Yes, I'm okay. You're okay. It's all that matters. Sho tightens his hold on me, repeating those words over and over in a quiet whisper. Hey man, you're the one who died on me, Jesus Christ. I can't begin to guess how much time passes like this. But here, in his arms, I never wanted to end. Yes, it's a very nice feeling. And yet, I can't hold back telling him how I feel. I pull away to look into his eyes. Oh Sho, I'm so happy you're back. I know, right? When I didn't know what I was going to do without you. When you died, it felt like my heart died with you. Yeah, stop being so dramatic. Anyways, I get it. I get it. Unable to hide my feelings, I looked down as the tears streamed down my face. I was prepared to do whatever I could to get you back. Yes, if it means, selling my arm and my leg, you know? If I came out functional enough after whatever Iliwis had planned for me. The last part I add as a whisper. I look up again to see a pensive Sho. Why, he opens his mouth to speak when the room is suddenly filled with the sound of vibration. Oh, what? We look to the coffee table to see Sho's phone dancing on it as it vibrates. Okay, who's calling? I can see Shinji's picture on the flashing screen. Okay, Shinji. Sho sees it too and grabs his phone. He gives me an apologetic look as he answers it. Hey Shin. Shin. Yeah, everything's fine. She just woke up. Okay. Ah, you're so worried about me. I can only vaguely hear what Shinji is saying from the other end. Thus, I'm left with listening only to half the conversation. What? No way, we weren't doing that. Hey now, we just recovered from a very traumatic experience of nearly dying. Some of us actually died and coming back to life. So, you know, we ain't got time for that. Later, not good timing right now. Sho suddenly blushes a deep tomato red. I try to hold back my own amusement. Yes, I'm sure. Yes, of course I'm sure, Shinji. I'm the one who's actually here. Anyways, I'm going to stay with Hannah a little longer. Okay, so we can catch up on everything later. What? What do you mean? Huh? His words make me realize something. What? Since coming back to life, he has only spent time with me, taking care of me. Okay. He saw the guys for a moment when we were leaving Elois's mansion, but otherwise he hasn't seen or talked to them. Oh. The happiness that spreads through me is weighted down by guilt. Ah, yes. Sho is just a friend still. He's not my boyfriend or anything, at least not yet. Whoa, girl, really? Seriously? What? Really? Like nothing, like the whole final battle thing didn't transpire? Like the whole talk was like, I love you, Sho, or you know, kind of thing when he came back to life? No? Okay, alright. Guess not. I watch him for a moment while he talks to Shinji on the phone. Okay. In a split-second decision, I grab it out of his hand. Why? What? Hey! What? What's going on? Sorry, Sho. I put the phone to my ear. Why? What's on? Hey, Shinji, can you get everyone else and come over? Why? What? Also bring some food? I'm starving. You sure? Yeah, what? Yeah, I see you guys soon. Okay, oh, alright. Sho attempts to make a grab for his phone, but I quickly end the call and then hand it back to him. He frowns, but I do my best to ignore it. I jump up to my feet and do my best to sound cheery. Girl, what? Well, they'll be here soon, so I'll get changed and make some tea for everyone. Why, girl? Girl, you literally were just crying in his arms and you were just being so dramatic and you were just like, oh, my heart died with you when you died. It's like, and then now you're just like, oh, I'm still in the friend zone, right? Okay, whatever. Girl, you could have changed that, you know? You could have changed that in that instant, but you didn't. Oh my god. I head from my room, leaving Sho behind before he can say anything else. Oh my god. After I finish getting dressed, I head straight to the kitchen area and start on getting everything prepared. Even as I attempt to distract myself with work, my guilt-ridden thoughts refuse to leave me be. What have I been doing? What have you been doing, girl? You've been sleeping on Sho. That's what you've been doing. The guys must miss Sho terribly, especially since they haven't really seen him since then. Yeah, I hold back a sigh. Sho and I haven't been talking about what we are now. I would love it if he became my boyfriend, but a girl, that take initiative, Jesus. We haven't talked, haven't said anything about that spontaneous love confession. So it did happen. What the hell are you doing? What? Oh my god. What if he doesn't want to be my boyfriend? What if he just wants to remain friends? If it did happen, girl, he would have said, I loved you back. Whoa, what the fuck? What logic is this? Although logically I understand that it's far more likely that he would, especially since he did that. Yeah, he kissed you. Duh. But logic rarely holds sway over emotions, thus I'm left to quietly fight my doubts. Oh my god. You're thinking too much on this, girl. What if it was just a spur of the moment thing? Oh my god. Everything was really intense back there. Maybe he'll realize it was all just a bad idea. Well, he doesn't look like it so far. Or worse, he'll finally realize that it was my fault that he died and he'll just decide that he doesn't want to be around me anymore. No! Wow, you paint Sho as if he's some kind of douchebag. No! Gosh, shut up, brain. I mutter to myself, nearly dropping the kettle by accident. The doorbell rings, not a moment too soon. Okay, I turn to Sho to ask him to open the door, but he's already on the move. Soon enough, I can hear the familiar voices of our friends out in the hallway. I suddenly get the feeling I'm being watched. Why? I turn around to find a very nervous-looking Takumi. Why? Why are you so nervous? With his hands in his pockets, he looks at me like a puppy that's just been kicked. Why? What happened? Hey, Taku, what? I'm sorry. Why? What? Why are you so sorry? Huh? For what? Yeah. I'm so sorry. Why? Huh? I know it was your decision to stay there and that you were just doing it to protect us. Okay, yes. But I'm so sorry I just left you there. Oh, no! No, sweetie! No, don't do that. We were making a breakout plan to get you out of there, but then you went and got yourself out. Okay. See? But at least you were on the brink of a breakout plan. Like you still had it in your mind, you know? Like you were gonna do something. The words spilled out of his mouth so fast that I barely have time to blink. I'm so happy, you know, we all are, that you're safe and that show is alive again. Yes. It's so good to see you guys. For a moment we thought we'd never see you again, and shush, Takumi. He continues to ramble on. Yes. All I can really do is stare at him. And does he not need to breathe? Oh, I can't help it. A giggle escapes my lips, and before I realize it, I'm already laughing. Takumi quiets down and stares at me with a puzzled expression. I let out one last chuckle and smile. Thanks, Takumi. Yeah. I hand him the tray with all the tea. Take this over to the coffee table, would you? Yeah. Sure. Aw, he's so cute. He's so cute. With a little nod, he heads over to the living room area and I follow behind him. Alright, in an instant, my eyes fall onto Sho, who apparently has been sitting up all the snacks with the guys brought. Aw, you guys brought snacks too! It's almost like we're a married couple greeting guests into our home. Oh my god, girl, then do something about it! Oh my god. I realized just what I had been thinking a little too late. I can feel the heat flooding into my face. My cheeks feel so warm I could swear you could cook an egg on them. Okay, crap, just act normal and hope no one notices. I bet Shinji would notice. I'm beyond grateful that none of the guys can read minds. At least, I hope they can't. I look at everyone gathered around the coffee table, and my eyes meet Sho's. Hannah, are you alright? You're all red. Still a little hot in here. Sho immediately rises to his feet, and within seconds, he's standing in front of me, his golden eyes shining with worry. He attempts to check for my temperature, and I smoothly avoid his hand, allow him to touch me, grab his hand to stop me. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Oh no. Smoothly avoid his hand, allow him to touch me, grab his hand to stop him? Oh my god, I don't know, because this is supposed to be like, she's supposed to be like, oh no, I don't want anything to do with the show feelings right now, but, oh my girl, I don't know, the guy doesn't tell me what to do here, guys. I don't know. I want him to touch me. I want him to care for me. I allow him to touch me. I let Sho put his hand on my head so he won't get even more worried. Yes. But the moment he does, I realize it was a bad idea as I start to get even warmer. I quickly move away from his hand. Okay. See? I'm fine. Okay, so she avoids it at the end, but at least we made it an attempt to, try to allow him to, be concerned over us, okay? That's good. See? I'm fine. So don't worry about me. Well, okay, if you're sure, but you should at least sit down just in case, right? I feel a little bad about handling it that way, but I know my own overexcited heart would betray me. I comply and take a seat and am handed a steaming cup of tea and some adorable cat-shaped cookies. Ah, these are cute. Who got these? So, what happened after we left? I don't even know. What do you mean? Instinctively, I look to Sho, our eyes meet, and he gives me an encouraging smile. Right, so, Sho here, in that time of, me being hostage to Ilois, he's a little urn. He was a little urn of ashes, is what he was. So, Ilois showed me to my room, and nope, nothing happened. I do my best at recounting the events at Karo Manor. Although perhaps subconsciously, I end up being a little vague on some of the details. I somehow managed to gloss over what Ilois did to me during the ritual, vowing to myself to possibly tell them someday. Yeah, we can avoid that. Thankfully, no one asked me to be more specific. I see, so that's what his end goal was. Yes. It's a shame he couldn't find a better way to achieve it, though. I know, right? Like, he had good intentions, like, honestly, the very core of it, but, like, his execution is just, it was too villainy. Yes, yeah. Oh, or what? I just remembered what. After you left, he discovered that the dagger he needed for the ritual was somehow broken, Takumi. Yeah? And it actually delayed his plans just enough. That was your doing, Takumi, wasn't it? Hey, yeah, I figured it looked important enough. Yeah, yo, good on you. Glad I could help somehow. I know, right? After that, the conversation veers toward a more casual side of things as the guys explain what they did during that time. Okay, apparently they were coming up with a plan to get me out the whole time. Yeah, see? See there? They got your back. The fam has got you. I smile when I think about how they hadn't given up on me even when I had. Yeah. Before we know it, the sun is already starting to set. Okay. The guys helped me clean up and get ready to leave. It was good to see you both. Yes, indeed. Certain members of our party were extremely agitated by not knowing what state you were in. Is it Takumi? So I think everyone's going to feel better now. Yeah, aw, I'm glad. What he means is we were all worried about you, right? Aw, and it's good to know you got out of there okay. Well, I had help. Yep, now we'll get out of here soon so you can get some rest. They're so adorable. Yeah, aw. Sho, are you leaving too? As they move out of the door one by one, Sho waits around, hovering by the entrance. So yeah, I should go home then. Oh no! I almost want to tell him to stay, but he doesn't look eager to leave. Yeah, exactly, so why don't you? He's worried about me. I tried to give him my best smile. I'll be fine, Sho. I'll go have a nice relaxing bath and go to sleep. You should go too. Yeah, that's what you say, but sleeping on my couch can't have been comfortable for you at all. Well no, I mean, it was fine. More comfortable than the sofa in the business club anyway. Ah, thanks, I'm glad. It's, Italian leather. He laughs lightly and smiles. I can tell that he's still worried, but he's trying to not be so obvious about it. Okay then, I'll call you in the morning. Okay. See, just not too early, right? Not like fucking 6 in the morning, you know? I giggle, remembering the first time he took me to Chowa, right? With one last goodbye, Sho walks off to a waiting Shinji. I watch their retreating backs until I can no longer see them and then shut my door. Okay. that was uneventful. After the guys left, I had a nice long and very relaxing bath. I ended up nearly falling asleep in the tub. Yeah. When I changed into my pajamas, I finally realized just how tired I am. A yawn, feeling like I could sleep for an eternity. Would that make me Sleeping Beauty then? I guess so. And would that mean Sho would get to be my prince who wakes me up with a kiss? Girl, wait, no, what am I thinking? Oh my god, girl. Girl, just, oh my god, I hate this. How embarrassing. I cover my burning cheeks with my hands, trying to cool myself down. I am so glad no one can read my mind. I shake away my embarrassment and finally crawl into bed. As soon as my head hits the pillow, I find myself drifting and I fall asleep. Alright. Okay. Ugh. Why? A strange sound startles me and I bolt up from my bed. Ugh. What was that? Strangled yells come to the living room. Oh wait! Strangled yells come... Yeah, it's come from the living room. I scramble out of bed and run to the door. I carefully peek through the door and what I see makes my heart stop. Who? What? When? Where? What the actual fuck? What the fuck? How the... What the fuck? What the fuck, girl? Oh, I knew, cause like obvious. Oh. Fuck my life. Like I know we didn't kill him because we only just tore his rings off, but like I didn't expect you to be back so soon. The sun shines behind Iluwa standing in my living room, casting a shadow. But it was night. I don't Oh no, she's dreaming. She's dreaming. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's true. It's true. It's true. It's true. All right, you got me. You got me. You got me. Suddenly there with him is Sho. Okay, so she's just still traumatic over. Okay, I freaked out. I freaked out for no reason. I can't move. Iluwa grabs Sho by the neck and holds him up. His feet dangle in the air. Sho claws at Iluwa's hand, desperate for a breath of air, but Iluwa does not budge. The door between us disappears. What? I'm still completely frozen, unable to do anything. Tears stream down Shou's face as he desperately tries to free himself. Our eyes lock and I can see the silent pleas for help in his eyes. But I can't move. This is a horrible nightmare, Hannah. You need to wake up. Even from here, I can see the light fade from his golden eyes. Shou! Oh no! As his body crumbles into ash, Elois turns to look at me. An amused smile plays on his lips. Come to see your sweet bird die again? Wow. His laugh is strangely cold. I blink and suddenly he's changed somehow. He's a zombie. Oh no, I was gonna say he's a zombie. Zombie! No, I'm joking. He's a phoenix for crying out loud. He can't die. This time he won't come back, little butterfly. Or whatever, yes. It's just you and me now. Elois moves gracefully towards me, almost gliding above the floor. He reaches out with a clawed hand right for my neck. No! And this is where you wake up. Yep, this is where you wake up. I jolt up. My eyes won't focus. I can't see. I can hear someone screaming until I realize it's me. I'm screaming. Yeah, you are. My lungs burn like liquid fire. It's hard to breathe. I can't stop screaming. It's like my own voice won't listen. My whole body shivers and shakes. My room is starting to feel all too small. It feels like the walls are closing in on me. Breathe in, breathe out. Yes. Don't hyperventilate yourself. I try to calm myself. Somehow I manage to stop screaming, but the image of Shou crumbling to ash won't leave my mind. Shou, I have to go. Yes, you must go. You must flee. I jump out of bed, grab my coat, and quickly put on some shoes. I dash out of my apartment with only one thing in mind. What? I run through the quiet streets, ignoring my own burning lungs, ignoring my body begging me to stop. I can't stop now. Can't stop, won't stop. Not now. What if Shou coming back to life was just a dream? I know I felt him. He was real and solid and alive, and he was just there having tea with you. But my mind won't stop conjuring up horrible scenarios, each one worse than the last. What if he only came back for a bit? What if he's the undead? Now, well, technically he is because he's a phoenix. So what am I talking about? Girl, you don't make no sense. I try to quiet down my thoughts and focus on running instead. As soon as I reach their apartment door, I bang my fist against the door. Wow, what time is it? Jesus. When the door flies open, I almost accidentally punch a very surprised-looking Shou. Hannah? Yes. Well, what's wrong? Horrible nightmare. Ugh. I throw myself at him, wrapping my arms around his neck. My whole body is still shaking, although at this point I'm not sure if it's from the run or something else. Maybe both. You're alive, you're okay. Yeah. I keep whispering those words as a mantra. Shou doesn't comment. Instead, he tightly wraps his arms around me. He gently rubs my back in little circles, and almost instantly I can feel myself stop shaking. I don't look up, I don't move at all. I had a dream, a nightmare. You were dead, killed again. It all seemed so real, I had to be sure you were okay. Yes. I ran all the way here, I couldn't wait. I mumble my explanation with my face in his shoulder. I can't see his expression, but he gives me a tight squeeze. Come with me. Okay. He carefully guides me into the apartment. Thankfully, Shinji wasn't awake, so Shou led me straight to his room. Wow, Shinji is a heavy sleeper. Jesus Christ. Shou tucks me into his bed and disappears for a moment, only to come back with a cup of hot chocolate for me. Ah! He gently hands me the cup, and I breathe in the soothing scent of chocolate. I take a few sips of the hot drink while he quietly holds my hand. Before I know it, the words fall out of my mouth. I tell Shou everything. Yes. Somehow, because it's Shou, I'm able to pour my heart out completely. He listens to me without interrupting, giving my hand another reassuring squeeze as I don't spare him any details. When I'm done talking, silence settles over the room. Thank you for listening. Yeah. Of course. When I died, I became a spirit. Okay, yeah, sure. Seems, logical enough. I saw how distressed everyone was. A spirit? He was there with me the entire time? Yeah. But, Shou, why did you do that? Jump in front of me, I mean. Why? Why? I can't help myself. The question is out of my mouth before I can even think about it. Shou looks thoughtful for a moment. The moment I saw the black fire hurling towards you, I felt this horrible feeling. What? It was like my heart suddenly stopped and froze over. It was like the world slowed down and I didn't even have to think about it. I pushed you out of the way because it felt only natural to take an attack meant for you. Ah, he pauses. I bite my lip, waiting for him to continue. It's not that I think my own life is worthless in comparison or anything like that. It's just that I realized a world without you is something I didn't want to see. Oh, that's why I did it. Oh, I know it was selfish of me, but I couldn't stand even the thought of it. Oh, Sho. Oh, Sho. Let me just put this hot chocolate down before I, cause any more damage. I don't say anything. Instead, I give his hand a squeeze back to let him know that I'm here to listen. After I became a spirit, I saw you briefly. I was going to talk to... For some reason, I ended up expelled from the manor. Oh, wow. I don't know why, but one second I was next to you, and the next I was somewhere near Hagiwara. Really? What? I tried coming back to you, but I just kept getting ejected. Haha. He sighs. Wow. Since I couldn't get anywhere with that, I went to check on the guys. And I actually found them absorbed in coming up with plans to save you. Wow. This has been quite an adventure for you, huh? You died and you became a spirit? Wow. I managed to get some help in breaking the barrier around the manor that was keeping me out. Oh. Maybe? Oh yeah, because Ilois knew that he was going to come back to life, so I guess he knows the process of it. So he's going to be like, yep, I'm just going to do a barrier or whatever the shit. I don't even know. When I did finally find you, you were at the pier. You were crying and I was so desperate to try and do something. I wanted to hold you and tell you that everything would be okay. Sho, you were so close and I didn't even know it. I wish I could have told you that I would be okay. I wish I could have been stronger for you. Nah, when the ritual started, I was right there with you. I saw everything. I think my overwhelming desire to help you took over. Suddenly, I felt an odd tug at my chest and I followed it. I felt myself being dragged into the physical world as my body reformed. Oh. The feeling was weird. Yeah, I can imagine. Jesus. And after we defeated Ilois and you went to sleep, I ended up falling asleep on your couch. Okay. I dreamt that I was still a spirit, forced to watch as you were being tortured, and I wasn't able to do anything about it. Ah, so you and me both. Ah. He falls silent and looks into my eyes. Behind those beautiful gold eyes, I can see the worry and fear that he carries. And I can sense that he can see the same in my eyes. We don't need words to express this. Exactly. No matter what, I will be there to help you. I promise to be there for you. Aw, me too. Sho. Yes, I promise the same. Yes, no matter what, I will always be there for you too. Even when things get too much, no, I don't care. Especially then, yes. And about before, my heart beats up, drumming away some invisible rhythm. I swallow hard. When I said that I love you, I really meant it. Sho stiffens. Oh no, don't tell me. No, can't stop here. Not now. Nope, can't stop, won't stop. Nope, don't do it. I meant it then, and I do still. Yes. I love you. I love you, girl. I love you. I love you, man. As I say it, my heart only beats harder. I can swear it's so loud that Sho must be able to hear it. To my relief, Sho relaxes and smiles. You have no idea how happy it makes me to hear you say that. See, girl? See? God. I was afraid that maybe you said it in the heat of the moment before. See, both of you were being stupid. God. Me too. I was afraid that maybe you said it back then because of what was happening around us. I find myself remembering that awful day, holding a dying Sho in my arms. Yes. Suddenly I remember that there was something he tried to tell me before. Sho, what was it that you wanted to tell me? That you loved me? You didn't get a chance to say it back then. Something I wanted to, yes. I wanted to tell you that I had already started to realize back then. What I would have regretted not being able to say for eternity. That you loved me, I know, I get it, yes. That I loved you, yes. See? Ta-da! Wow! Oh, surprise! God. Sho's eyes sparkle with something I can't quite place. He leans in closer, our faces so close I can feel the heat from his body. Now that I've gotten a second chance at life, I'll spend the rest of mine saying it. Until the end of time and beyond. I love you, Hannah. I love you too, man. I love you. Come here. His lips press against mine and everything seems to fade around us. The kiss feels so soft and warm, but it ends almost as abruptly as it began. Sho gives me an apologetic look. Why? Sorry, but if we keep going... Oh, we're on a bed. Oh yes, we got hot chocolate in between us. Yeah, it's gonna get a little messy. It's late. You should get some sleep now. Oh, okay. I'm gonna go sleep on the couch so you can get comfy here. No. Sho moves to get up, but I instantly grab his hand. No, you stay right here. Stay. He looks surprised, then serious. Are you sure? Yeah, I'm sure. I trust you. I nod. I couldn't be sure. I couldn't be surer. Yes. To prove my point, I tug on Sho's arms and pull him down onto the bed. He laughs. Alright, I get it. I mean, it's your bed after all, you know. He finally crawls under the covers with me. As we start to get comfortable, he wraps his arms around me. Yeah, we could just cuddle. It's cuddle party. Yes. He gives me a little squeeze. Nice pajamas, by the way. Thanks. Little kitties. You like it? Or bunnies. Are they bunnies? No, they're bunnies. They're bunnies. Sho whispers into my ear, his breath tickles, and I squirm in his arms and laugh. I completely forgot I just ran out in my pajamas, but hey, at least that means I don't have to change, sleep, you know? Yay! Enveloped by Sho's warmth, I find it all too easy to fall asleep. Ah, there we go. The darkest before dawn. Okay, that's the ending. Alright. Okay, alright. I like this. It wasn't, again, I don't think it was meant to be a bad ending, quote, even though it sounds like it, but that's good. That's good, at least. So yeah, yay! But I know for sure, I think Sho's the only one who doesn't have a bad ending. Like, cause I saw in the achievements, and all the other achievements, there's like bad endings for Tatsuya and shit like that. So I only briefly glanced over it, I didn't read too much on it, so yeah. There we go, guys! We got all the endings for Sho, right? Is that it, right? Am I right? Am I right, or am I right? Better be. Yes! So yay, we got all the endings for Sho. We completed his main story. That means that we can finally move on in the next episode onto his epilogue. Yeah! Hello? Epilogue. Yes, epilogue! Yay! Epilogue! So yeah, I still need to buy it. But anyways, regardless, I'm gonna have it ready for you guys by next week. So it's all good. But for now, we're gonna end it here. There we go, you guys. It has been a very long journey. And so yeah, yay! We are almost technically done an entire Raffle 1 guy so far, and then we can start progressing on to the next guy, so on and so forth until we get to Hikaru, whose story is still in the making, still on the cusp of releasing. So hopefully by the time I finish most of the guys' available routes, then when we get to him, we are... Hey, I'm missing a CG! Wait a minute. No. Unacceptable. Or unless it's part of the epilogue. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, I'll figure it out once we get the epilogue underway, and if I still am missing a CG by the end of it, I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna try to get it for you guys, okay? So yeah, anyways, until then you guys, see you next time, so bye!